We've all seen Hollywood movies with stage kung fu combat, and we all know about the Seagal arm snap and the Van Damme ballerina kick. But there are some fighting styles that are too harsh for the ring and not too pretty for the screen. They're more appropriate for killing someone or maiming them for the rest of their life. So, here are 7 hardcore martial arts nobody has heard of. Let's get it on. Luredrit. Luredrit is a modern derivation of the traditional Thai fighting styles practiced by the elite commandos of the Thai Royal Army. Fighters are taught to attack without warning by throwing their opponents immediately to the ground and finishing the fight with one of the devastating kill strikes, such as a boot to the throat or an elbow to the temples. To minimize the risk of hurting themselves, the fighters always use hard parts of the body, knees, palms and shins, and the elbow strike is considered iconic. Luredrit's goal is absolutely radical. It's designed for situations when a person has to choose between life and death. It's not just about kicking ass, it's about taking lives. Dambe. Based on the ancient boxing traditions of Egypt, this fighting style is deadly dangerous. Dambe is developed by the Hausa people of Western Africa. Many of them traveled from village to village performing fight ceremonies and taking on any challenges. The primary weapon in Dambe is the strong side fist, also known as the spear, which is wrapped in a piece of cloth covered by a tightly knotted cord, while the fighter's favoured leg is wrapped in a thick chain. What's with the chain? Well, it's just that normal boxing seemed pretty boring for African fighters, so they had to start wrapping their legs in jagged metal to really get their blood going. Jailhouse Rock. Used as a collective term to describe various fighting systems developed and practiced within penal institutions through the USA, the exact history and even existence of Jailhouse Rock is shrouded in mystery. The various styles of Jailhouse Rock include 52 hand blocks, often referred to as 52 for short, Brick City Rock, Comstock style, and Stauto, all of which feature a common preference for short counterstrikes with a low tight framework, suited for fighting in narrow spaces such as jail cells or hallways. The mystery surrounding the fighting style has helped Jailhouse Rock achieve a level of popularity in urban subcultures, even appearing on Wu-Tang Clan's Severe Punishment. Whether or not it truly exists, Jailhouse Rock is one of only 2 native martial arts to be born in the USA. Kalari Payat. Originated in the southern Indian state of Kerala, this technique is considered one of the oldest fighting systems. Kalari Payat has many different sub-styles, each specializing in variations of both armed and unarmed combat. One of the most notable is Mama Arti, which, performed by a master, can kill or paralyze the opponent with a single well-placed strike to any of 108 most vulnerable nerve points. However, Kalari Payat masters not only can hurt but also know how to cure. They study the Siddha medical system, which stems from the same ancient teachings. Silat. Silat is a collective name for hundreds of different fighting styles, all of which were developed by the ruthless headhunting tribes of Malaysia, Singapore, and the Philippines. The techniques of this powerful art include grappling, striking, joint manipulation, throws, and even the use of bladed weaponry. First evidence of Silat in its current form was discovered in Sumatra. According to legend, it was a woman that created the combat system based on observing wild animals, very much like any other Asian martial art. Nowadays, Silat is used by some military groups throughout the Malay archipelago and by famous pirate clans of the South China Sea. Oki Chitor. One of the few remaining examples of Native American martial arts, Oki Chitor is based on the fighting techniques of the Plains Cree First Nations. Oki Chitor techniques often assume the possession of a weapon. Like in Aikido, even if the fighter is unarmed, still the strikes are performed in such a way as if there was a weapon. For instance, the hands are used like tomahawks and kicks are similar to a spear poke. Sistema. Sistema is a name given to a variation of martial arts used by Russian commandos called Spetsnaz. This combat style focuses on controlling the most important parts of the body, the elbows, neck, knees, waist, ankles, and shoulders, using pressure points and critical hits. The main philosophy of Sistema is based on the laws of biomechanics and anatomy, and the trainees have to dedicate much time to study the natural weaknesses of the human body, so they would be able to use it while fighting. Another unique characteristic of Sistema is that it doesn't just focus on unarmed one-on-one combat, as do many other martial arts. Instead, it teaches the practitioner how to deal with multiple opponents coming from all angles with a variety of weapons. Because hey, what's more badass than knocking over an overly muscled thug? Well, knocking out 5 or 6 overly muscled thugs with guns. So, that's all for today. Like this video if your kung fu is better. See you!